not how it goes. Thank you very much. So we're trying something a little different tonight. That cloud dancing tune that you just heard 8th grade play, or excuse me, 7th grade play. We're also doing another tune by the exact same title with 8th grade, by a completely different composer, completely different ideas behind it, just to kind of compare what would two different composers come up with when they're kind of working with the same theme. So I hope you enjoyed 7th grade's rendition of cloud dancing, and we'll hear an 8th grade cloud dancing a little bit later tonight. This next tune, is this a favorite, guys? I think it's a favorite? Yeah. So, Mask of the Red Death. What a weird title, right? But if you want weird, go to Edgar Allan Poe, correct? So, I remember when I found this tune way back before COVID, and the first time I programmed it, and I handed it out, and the kids were like, no. And then they kind of got to see what the story was and how much fun it is to play. A difficult piece for 7th grade to play, for sure. I also want to congratulate 7th grade for how well they're doing because, I mean, you all know the snow has messed with our rehearsal time, and then my whole, missing entire weeks at a time for being sick and all that stuff. We lost a lot of rehearsal time. I think more than I've ever lost in preparing for any concert. And based on just how this 7th grade group just played that tune, the best they've ever done it, guys, by the way. Can we have another round of applause for the hard work they're doing? I don't know if they love it or hate it, but my sub-plans whenever I'm out is just, here's a list of songs we're working on, they should try and play it without me. And sometimes I come back and they're like, it was garbage! And other times I come back and they're like, hey, it wasn't too bad. And so to all of the band students, 7th and 8th grade, thank you for your work while I was out over time, and I think it's paying off tonight. This next one's Mask of the Red Death. Hope you enjoy.
I do not like people stealing my spotlight.
Okay, let's have another round. It's your 7th grade band. This is life in middle school, or at least as a middle school teacher. I'm up here all excited, and I look up and was like, you know that was good, don't you? And they all are like, yeah, and then there's one trombone who's like, no. So, should I say his name?
Yes!
All right. Hey, great job, 7th grade. We're going to give just a couple of seconds for 7th grade to exit this way and come back down into the seats. 8th grade, up the steps and on there. Just a real quick switch, and we'll be right back with 8th grade. Thanks, guys. So now it's time for 8th grade's version of cloud dancing. Richard Salcedo is my favorite composer for middle school and high school band, and was lucky enough to commission him and hire him to write a tune for us. Don't even remember when it was, called Fanfare for Justice, which was kind of an homage to Owen J. Roberts, Supreme Court Justice. And he's a great composer and a really nice guy. And when I told him that we were playing this, he was super excited. And I believe, is watching the live stream tonight. So, Mr. Salcedo, hope you enjoy it. The cloud dancing, I want to say thank you to Delaney for jumping onto piano for us. Everybody, Delaney. And just like I said for when 7th grade was up here, 8th grade, thank you for getting through quite a bit of lost rehearsal time and making tonight still a blast to be up here. So 8th grade's final tune, this is their version of cloud dancing. Let's see what you guys think compared to 7th grade. Here we go. I always feel like we should do like they do at the elementary band concerts where they invite the parents to come up and take the pictures. Anybody want to come up? Because we got these perfect podiums here. If you want to come up and embarrass your 8th grader. Would Hannah Laverty's parent please report to the stage? Yes, they will. I know. That's why do you think I picked you guys? All right. 8th grade, great job, fantastic playing. Isn't that a great piece? Just too much fun. Let's hear it for 8th grade band. Now, I probably shouldn't do this, but we do have one student up here who has been misbehaving the entire time on stage. And, you know, sometimes you have to call him out in front of the audience, right? So, how many parents right now are like, oh shoot, this better not be mine. Please don't let it be mine. The worst behaved, 7th grade, who's the worst behaved person on stage right now? What do you think? Who is it? No. They called KK out like quick. No. It's definitely Mr. Click. Can we have a round of applause and a thank you to Mr. Click? He is helping us out playing tuba tonight, and he's a good friend and just a great musician and teacher, so we're really excited to have him. The very first time he ever, I don't know if he remembers this, the very first time he ever played with us, he played trombone in a band that didn't have any trombones. And I get on stage and I'm like, oh cool, they're all really behaving, they're doing great. And I look back and Mr. Click is the one using his trombone slide to like poke the student in front of him. And I was like, oh, we're definitely having him back. That's the energy we need. So Mr. Click, thank you for being here. 8th grade, fantastic job. Remember, 8th grade, you guys can find a seat anywhere in the auditorium you like. You can put your instruments away. Pops band, we're going to take about, hopefully no more than 6-7 minutes to reset the stage for Pops band. So we'll be back as soon as we can. We've got 4 great tunes that I hope you'll get up in the aisles and dance around to for Pops band coming up in a couple of minutes. Thanks, everybody.
You didn't get me.
One, two, right,
let's hear it for Sanjeeva and Diego on solo. Great job, guys. To all you rock and roll purists, sorry that we took that one so lightning fast, but we just couldn't resist. Next one, Dance Big and Dance. All right, so again, looking for opportunities to embarrass your child. You know, if the Latin groove moves you and you want to come up with your spouse, significant other, whoever's here with you to cheer on the band, I won't say no. Your kids might cry, but come on, no students can come up, no. I'm picturing the first ever Latin mosh pit. And I like it. All right, this is Dance Big and Dance. All right. Let's hear it for Pacey and Nicholas on the tenor saxophone. Teamwork. And let's hear it for Ben on the trumpet. All right. Ray Charles, hit the road, Jack.
A one, a two, a one, two, and.
Okay. Last tune, Superstition by Stevie Wonder. Before we play this one, I do want to thank anyone here in the building that has anything to do with the middle school musical. When we originally scheduled everything, it's like putting a very difficult puzzle together to fit all of our concert dates together. And when we originally scheduled, I scheduled things in the high school, but then started to realize, our program might be the size that can fit into the middle school this year. And so I made a change after the musical had already made their whole schedule, and they had the right to the space. And when I said, hey, I really want to do it at the middle school, they were like, yep, what can we do to help? And they have just been asking, what can we do to help? What can we do to help? And they've just been so pleasant and wonderful as they have. I mean, you should see backstage right now. There's pineapples and what's Patrick's home? The Rock, right? It's like there's a whole bunch of really poorly named restaurants and stuff. But I highly encourage you to come check out SpongeBob the Musical March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. There's links in the program if you're interested. But I do want to say a big thank you to the students and the faculty that are running the musical, because we have wonderful kids who have helped us make this stage the band stage, and then 4 minutes later, it's the musical stage, and then 5 minutes later, it's the band stage, and just over and over again, switching stuff in and out so that we could be here in our home building. And it is so much better for us. This hall sounds so much better than our lovely but a little bit out-of-date high school auditorium. So to the musical people, thank you so much for allowing us to be here for our concert tonight. All right, here is Superstition.
One, two, 1, 2, 3.
Let's hear it for Titus and Adelaide solos. Titus and Adelaide. Hope you guys had fun tonight. Drive safe. Have a great night. And I hope to see you at SpongeBob and all the other great musicals that are going on, Newsies at the high school and so on. Have a great night. Thank you for being such a supportive audience. Have a good one.